Congratulations on getting to the end of the section. You have learned a basic physics engine architecture and got some idea of the trade-offs that we need to make with regards to how we do things. You've seen there's not just one way to do things. We've got a strong foundation in Newton's laws of motion. You've learned about dimensional checking as a fantastic tool to make sure that an equation you may come up with or a simplification that you may come up with is not wrong. It doesn't prove it's right, but it can prove it's not wrong. And we've done a lot of distilling what we find on Wikipedia, even complex topics like you saw when we looked into drag and other topics. There was a lot there, but you can still narrow down to basic formulas that give you fun and believable behaviour for your games. And of course we've then learned how to create components and make them talk to each other, even including issues with things like script, execution order and other nuances. So hopefully you feel you have a strong foundation now and you're able to go ahead and use that to make your own games. What I'd like you to do as a challenge here is to create a game based on what you've learned. Call it something like Rocket Lander. What I want you to just do is take just a ball or find yourself a fancy rocket model if you like. I want you to display to the player the fuel level left, the velocity and then the height. And I want the rocket to start above the Earth. This is like a lunar landing. You can be in a trajectory if you wish, or it can be coming straight down. The point is that it tune the game so there's the right amount of fuel that if you were to burn too much too early, that you would run out of fuel and crash into the surface. And if you were to burn too little too late, then you're going to just smash into the surface. And make it a bit of a challenge for people and score them based on how much fuel they have left at the end. So the ideal is that they come down, they accelerate towards the surface, air resistance is fine as well, and then just at the right time they put the throttle up, maybe with a keyboard, and then they have a soft landing. If you've ever played something like Kerbal Space Program, it's a bit like trying to land a lunar probe in that. So that's the challenge for you. When you've done that, create a web build of it, and then you'll have the HTML file and the .unity 3D file. Zip that folder up containing those two files, and then upload it to gamebucket.io, and you'll get back a URL. Keep the hold of that URL because you'll only get it once, and then share that URL in the discussion group against this video, or whichever video you like really, and then all the other students can see the demo, the game that you've made, and also explore further. Use any of these components to make fun, interesting things, and why not go beyond what I've shown you? Why not look up the Lorentz force and have things moving in a magnetic field, in a spiral, or whatever inspires you, whatever you like. I can't wait to see what you create with what you've learned about the basic forces of motion. So congratulations on completing the section.